A good one in store tonight from Progressive Field. It's the Orioles coming up next. We're just a few blocks south of Lake Erie at Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Tonight we begin a new homestand with the first of three between the Baltimore Orioles and the Central leading Cleveland Indians. Here with another edition of Indians Baseball, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
And of course, we're going to see a guy that's definitely in Cy Young contention this season. You see the numbers coming in. 18 wins on the year so far, so that'll be a start at 20 wins.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the Baltimore Orioles, as Buck Showalter's crew will line up like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Jamal Weeks makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. EK, you take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking like world beaters right now. I don't care what league you're in. Anytime you can put together a double-digit win streak like these guys have put together, playing some great baseball.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. Here comes a 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. Time to check out the scouting report here as we run the numbers on this 26-year-old right-hander.
Number 21, Nick Markakis.
Nick Markakis will stand in, 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Now here's the first pitch. Oh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. He may not throw a ton of change-ups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Very sharp here to these first two hitters. Back-to-back strikeouts. Doesn't look like it took him long to settle in here at home.
Here's Chris Davis now. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Well, strikeout, single here to start the ball game. It was looking like he breezed through the top of the first inning, but not so fast.
Adam Jones will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
He's ready now. The pitch just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Pause, now the pitch. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. Orioles lead one. And now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here. They will match up against the Taiwanese-born left-hander Wei-Yin Chen. And defensively, the Orioles look like this. Michael Bourne will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off with a Tribe, center fielder. Here we go, Indians! Michael Bourne.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. Eric, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight here in the bottom of the first. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, and they were home for just a short time before heading right back out on the road again. So it's been a lot of packing and unpacking recently. That's the life of a big league ball player.
Right down the chute that time, 1-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Here comes the 1-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Now another 1-2. And this will be fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was quite a nice little battle as we check out the sequence of pitches here. It was a 6-pitch at bat, and as you watch this, you'll see that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. He was able to keep the at-bat alive by fighting off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches, but in the end, finally put away on that pitch right there, 1-2.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And the pitch. Opposite field to left. Reimold is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Nick Swisher will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Come on, Nick.
Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Fouled back. Now here it comes. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And Jones will make the catch, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. We've played an inning. No score. J.J. Hardy will get his first opportunity now. 0 for 4 in Wednesday's ball game.
J.J. Hardy.
Now here's the first pitch. Lined hard to center field. And this is going to be a base hit for Hardy.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Nolan Reimold will take his first cuts of the ball game here.
Turn 2 now. Let's go.
First offering on the way. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. He waits. Now the pitch. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
A runner at first with no outs here. He's set. Now the pitch. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Now the 1-2. Fouled straight back. Again, a 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
2-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. The 2-2 one more time. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Here he comes on 2-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first.
Yeah, that was a really good battle right there. It took him a lot of pitches to finally get the fly ball out. Now, obviously you're not going to get on base, but I wouldn't consider that a wasted at-bat at all.
Manny Machado will dig in now. Currently 9th in the AL in hitting entering play. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. From the stretch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Runner goes. Out of play. Ready with the 2-1. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Yeah, I think if you're more than a step or two away from the bag, your best bet is just to go to second with this ball. Here he just takes a little too much time getting to the base to have a realistic shot at 2.
In now, Delman Young, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 18 homers, 53 RBIs. Comes set, now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
From the belt, the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Brantley has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 1 left for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Brandon Moss will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he begins play with 35 home runs for the season. Here comes the pitch to Moss. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. The next pitch. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Ready now on 1-1. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there? They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Carlos Santana now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Bottom of the second here with no score. So 1-2 with one away. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. He'll try again. 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Under it is Reimold now, and that's out number 2.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. It looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Michael Brantley will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. First pitch to him. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Matt Wieters will step in here to start their half of the third with the top of the order to follow. And here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Wieters awaits the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Jamal Weeks will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, it didn't look like there was anything too special about this ground ball. It just looked like he maybe raised his head a little bit there, and that'll cost him a 1-out base runner.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Now out at second base, you'd like nothing more than to get another ground ball. Maybe get a double play to help out your pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Third inning, no score to this point. Comes set, now the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
One, 2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, Don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Here comes the 1-0. That misses. 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
2-0 on the way. Outside. 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Now the 3-0 offering. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here he comes, 3-1. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
3-2, here it is. Now a ball lined towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Here comes Weeks around third, and a relay to the plate. And the run will score easily as the Orioles are off to a 1-0 lead.
That 2-out hit there makes that air loom extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before this inning gets any further out of control.
Adam Jones will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch coming. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. He's ready now, the pitch. And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. He's ready. Now the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and play off.
Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Here comes a 2-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 1 and the Indians 0. Yan Gomes will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch coming. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
Now the pitch. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like bat too much. One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, well, 2 things actually. 1, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and 2, you don't want to set yourself up for a possible big inning. Now, both of those things have come true.
Mike Aviles will dig in here. Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And after another swing and miss on a pitch out of the zone, I think it's time to start taking a different approach.
Yeah, they've fallen behind way too easy, haven't they?
You're just not going to have a lot of success when you're always behind in the count.
And Aviles will watch this one miss, and it evens the count at 1-1. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
The 1-1. Runs up to bunt here, and it's a good one to the right side. And they're not going to have a play on him as the catcher just eats it.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Zach Walters.
Zach Walters will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. Now the first pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Pause, now the pitch. Runs up to bunt here, and it's a good one to the right side. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Most left-handed pitchers, they fall off just a bit to the third base side, so he's smart enough to push this thing away from him down the first base line. By the time the ball's fielded, it's too late.
Michael Bourne stands in now with a chance to either tie this game or perhaps give his club the lead. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled back. From the stretch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. He's set, now the pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Oh, that is a great call right there. They really needed a strikeout in that spot. They got it. And now with one away, you can even get out of this scot-free if you can get a ground ball here.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, here's a drive into the gap in right center as he comes through with extra bases. 1 run is scored. 2 runs scored. And he will score as well. It's a 3-run triple, and they've turned that deficit into a 2-run lead.
There's no one out there to blame but himself on the mound. He got himself into this mess, and now I'm sure this is not the way he wanted to get himself out of it. But this is going to wind up clearing the bases as it goes into the book as a 3-run triple.
Here's the switch hitting Nick Swisher. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Then he thought to bring in the infield in here with one away.
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
He waits. Now the pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. So it's a 2-run home run from Nick Swisher, number 43 on the year for him, as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
The batter, right
Into the box now, Brandon Moss. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Pitch on the way. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. And then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the putout at first.
Here's Carlos Santana now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Santana waiting on a 1-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Weeks is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 3 innings complete. It's the Indians 5 and the Orioles 1. J.J. Hardy will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Now the first pitch. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. Here it comes. And this is taken. It's a ball and a strike now to the Baltimore shortstop.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
1-1 on the way. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double.
Left fielder number 14.
Man, this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his 2nd hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. And you can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Nolan Reimold will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at 2nd with his 18th double of the year. The 1-0 home. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Here's the 1-1. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. The 1-2. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. Brantley has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
A fly ball to left's not going to do you any good in this situation. Look, you got a guy on second and nobody out. If you take this to right field and advance a runner, then at least you've made a productive out. Instead, this is just a waste.
Overrated.
Now here's the first pitch. Manny Machado swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Around third and being waved on home. And the run's going to score as they inch back a bit closer. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Stepping in now, Delman Young, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike one. Comes set, now the pitch. Man, this ball is smoked down the left field line, but it's going to be a long foul ball as he darn near hit that thing up to the basketball arena. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Here comes a 1-2. Fastball, strikes three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. Matt Wieters will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now here's the first pitch. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Indians on top, 5-2. Michael Brantley come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Here's the pitch. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he will get in there safely with a double to start the home fourth.
Boy, a real good effort that time out there in right field. I thought he had a good shot of getting there, but you see the lead comes up just a little short, and that's going to allow this guy to make it up to second here with a double.
Yan Gomes will stand in now with the runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again. And this is starting to become a theme for him.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. First offering on the way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Now for Brantley, he gets credited with double number 24 on the year. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Oh, look at Hardy. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught, as that'll be an infield single.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. William Iverson is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Into the box, Mike Aviles, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now a ground ball here for Weeks, could be 2. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Well, you know, it looked like they might have had a big inning brewing here with first and third to start things out. They do get a run home here, but I'm pretty sure that's not exactly what they had in mind.
In now, Zach Walters. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Now here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 6 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Now the rookie deals on 1-2. Here we go. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Jamal Weeks will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Jamal Weeks.
First pitch to him. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
1-0. Bad call on that was a strike.
The 1-0 pitch. And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a 1-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Nick Markakis will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game. You'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis will step in, an RBI single this last time around. First pitch coming. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And they're not going to get Weeks. He's in there with a stolen base. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the one-out stolen base. And as we check out the ranking on the team leaderboard, you can see that that gives him an even 20 now on the campaign. He's ready. Now the pitch. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. Got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup. Give him a different look.
Here comes the 1-2. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Adam Jones come forward now. 2 plate appearances. First pitch coming. And that's taken for strike 1. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, this ball's just not hit nearly hard enough to get 2, obviously because he hit it with half of a bat. So a nice job there to dodge the remnants of what used to be a baseball bat and at least get the sure out at first.
Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Has a look, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Michael Bourne will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. First pitch coming. And this is going to be a foul ball. And now a pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. The pitch. Fouled back. Here's another 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike.
Come on, let's get a hit.
Now here it comes. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. And the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, that curveball is really moving now. He gets him to swing right over the top of it, and then you're going to see the nice work behind the plate to do a little cleanup back there, and then get the put out down at first.
Nick Swisher will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning.
Come on, Pride.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Here we go.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Now the 1-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 6 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting you is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Brandon Moss will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the pitch to Moss. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians leave 1. They lead it 6-2. Nolan Reimold will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Nolan Reimold.
Here's the first offering. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Now the pitch. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Let's go, Indians.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Manny Machado will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now the first pitch. Picking on the first pitch as this is on the ground towards short. On to first, and there are 2 down. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Delman Young will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And here's the first pitch. And a drive out to deep right center field. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this ball a pretty good ride out there, and I don't think he was going to be thinking about 3 anyway, but you see the ball pop up and over the wall, so he'll stop at second with the ground rule double.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Well, you see there on the graphic, he's at second with his 9th two-base hit of the year. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Wieters awaits the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. He's ready now, the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And now a pitch on the way. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Oh, and this goes right past him. And he'll round it and try for third. And he is in there.
Boy, that was not real pretty to watch right there. The ball's hit hard, and it looks like he's got a beat on it, but the next thing you know, zips right by him, and that batter says, time to kick it into high gear. He's going to make it all the way up to third.
Michael Brantley will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. First pitch on the way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
The 1-0. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Runner at third here, nobody out. Here's the 1-1. And that's off his leg on the mound. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back in standing. Hits are even at 7 apiece. From the belt, kicks and deals. Breaking ball, that's in the dirt as he takes a ball. 1-1 pitch on the way. On the ground to third. Weeks for 1. On to Davis, but too late, and they'll settle for just the 1.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just 1 on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Standing in now, Mike Aviles. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. One 0. This is foul right side. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The 2-2 coming. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Ready with another 2-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball's fouled away. Two pitch on the way. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Full count pitch on its way. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still folded 3-2. The next 3-2. On the ground now for Hardy. This might be 2. 1 there. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The Indians lead it 7-2. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Jamal Weeks will lead things off here for the Orioles with Nick Markakis set to follow.
Jamal Weeks.
Nick Pagadon is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Nick Pagadon.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. The pitch. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes, 2-1. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
3-1 on the way. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Nick Markakis will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now the first pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Nobody out, runner on first. He waits, now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Comes set, now the pitch. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Here's Chris Davis now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes set, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. 1-2. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now another 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Adam Jones will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Now here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
1-0 on the way. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
The 1-1 now to Jones. This ball will be chopped foul. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Orioles lead 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Troy Patton will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Troy Patton.
Zach Walters will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Zach Walters.
Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
That's great production here out of the number 9 hole, leading off the inning. But managers like to think of those number 9 guys as sort of a second leadoff man, and he takes that to heart as he's into scoring position already with a leadoff double.
Michael Bourne will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. From the stretch. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, you know what? When you've got a hit streak going, a hit's a hit. It doesn't matter whether it's a line drive, infield chopper, or a bunt like this. They all get the job done, and they all count. They'll keep it going for one more game.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
And at this point, every added run just makes it more and more likely that they're going to get out of here with a victory. They tack on one more here on the sacrifice fly.
Nick Swisher will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. First offering on the way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And Jones will handle this one for route number 2.
Oh, it makes such a difference here when you play during the day versus playing at night. 6 hours ago, this might have split the gap, but here it hangs up just long enough for him to run it down out there in right center field.
Into the box now, Brandon Moss. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Here comes the pitch to Moss. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Two out with the man at first. From the belt, the pitch. Bourne's running. And this is going to be a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. He's running again. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Again, he's off for second. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Ready with another 0-2. Running yet again for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Indians 8 and the Orioles 2. J.J. Hardy will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
Brian Shaw will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Brian Shaw.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. 1-1.
Boy, another pitch that he's right on at the plate. He hasn't been fooled by anything he's seen yet.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. The 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Walters retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Nolan Reimold will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. First pitch to him. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch now. Now a swing and a ball hit high and deep down the line in left. And this ball is a home run. So a solo home run here for Nolan Reimold, number 28 on the season. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
Sooner or later, somebody was going to get him. That's just the first home run he's allowed out of the bullpen all season long. He's been lights out all year, but he got beat there.
Manny Machado will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now here's the first pitch. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Machado now on 0-1. This is hit on the ground but foul. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now another 0-2. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Just a great 2-strike pitch right there. That's all you can say. As a hitter, you're seeing fastball out of his hand, and then boom, that just disappears on
you. Into the box, Delman Young. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
Here it comes. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and Young is aboard. That's a base hit.
Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
Matt Wieters will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First pitch coming. And a ball 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Wieters awaits the 1-0. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One for the Orioles on the Reimold dinger. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Indians 8 and the Orioles 3. Bud Norris is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Bud Norris.
Brandon Moss will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike one.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Here we go, Brandon. Come on.
Now the pitch. The 0-1 is swung on and bounced to the shortstop Hardy. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana will stand in, trying to change his evil ways here. He is hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike one.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Now the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. Well into the outfield turf as he makes the stop. A flip from short right gets him, and there are two away.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one. And you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Here's Michael Brantley. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Now here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. The pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Jamal Weeks will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Jamal Weeks.
Scott Downs will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the ninth.
Scott Downs.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Now here it comes. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Moss is there. One quick out to start inning number 9. A reminder to stick around after the ball game ends tonight. We'll have full highlights from this evening's contest right here on the show. Nick Markakis will dig in. Strikeout victim as last time. First pitch coming. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Chris Davis is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
Here's a 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball. But even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Davis waits on the 1-1. And this is fouled straight back. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the pitch. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And the Indians are off to the postseason, champions of the AL Central.
Boy, another night and another victory. How much longer can they keep it up? I mean, this has been incredible to watch.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Indians win this one 8-3. Good night from Cleveland.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. A reminder that the Regional Transit Authority provides convenient, affordable service to and from Progressive Field. The Rapid Transit provides direct service to Tower City, only a short 10-minute walk from Progressive Field through RTA's Walkway to Gateway.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. In the AL Central, the Orioles were in Cleveland to play the Indians, and it was the Tribe who came away victorious, 8-3. Carlos Carrasco was victorious on the bump, earning himself his 19th win on the year. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Toronto Blue Jays were in Chicago to take on the White Sox, and it was the White Sox who came out on top, the final 5-3. John Danks earned the win on the mound, his 11th of the year. The Mariners took on the Tigers at Comerica Park in Detroit, and it was Detroit who was victorious, 8-0. Max Scherzer was dominant on the bump, grabbing the victory with a complete game effort. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in shutouts. The Kansas City Royals paid visit to the Twins at Target Field in Minneapolis, and it was a blowout for the Royals coming away with the win. The final score was 18-8. Eric Hosmer was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits. The Yankees paid visit to the Trop to do battle with the Rays. The Rays came away with the win, 8-1. Matt Moore gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete game effort in the win. The Astros were in Boston to match up against the Bo Sox, and it was Houston who held on for the win in extra innings, the final 4-3. The Angels visited the Rangers at Globe Life Park in Arlington. The Angels came away with the win. The score was 4-1. Josh Hamilton was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. He also extended his hitting streak to a modest 8 straight. Jared Weaver threw the ball well and picked up his 13th win of the year. The A's paid visit to the Braves in Atlanta. Atlanta was the winner, the final 5-3. Ryan Domit was a major force at the plate as he drove in 4. Mike Minor earned the victory on the mound, his 8th of the season. The Diamondbacks were in Miami to take on the Marlins, and it was the Diamondbacks who came out on top, 9-4. Aaron Hill turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. Daniel Hudson was victorious on the mound and picked up his 10th win of the season. The Pittsburgh Pirates visited the Nats in the nation's capital, and it was the Nats who came away victorious. The final was 5-4. The Chicago Cubs were in Flushing, New York to take on the Mets. The Cubs came away with the win. Final score was 4-2. The Padres visited the Redbirds in the Gateway City, and it was the Cards who came away victorious. The final was 3-0. Michael Wacha twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound for the victory. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Reds paid visit to the Rockies at Coors Field, and it was the Reds who emerged in this one. The final was 4-0. Homer Bailey earned the victory on the hill, tossing a complete game gem. He currently has the most shutouts among pitchers in the National League. The Milwaukee Brewers did battle with the Dodgers in the entertainment capital of the world, and it was the Brewers who grabbed the win. The score was 4-1. Francisco Rodriguez grabbed the win in relief, his 5th on the year. The Phillies paid visit to AT&T Park to battle with the Giants, and it was the Phils who grabbed the victory. The final was 7-4. Ryan Howard launched a pair of home runs and drove in 4 along the way. He is currently among the NL leaders in batting average. Cole Hamels threw well enough to earn his 9th W of the year. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.